Wondering where I am? Well, here I am. Basically, I was out getting a quick impromptu survey of the newsroom in terms of, I got to hit this button again. It's going to start it. Oh, no, it's not. So anyways, we have a big Friday because we have Valley Converting. They are, of course, our sponsor for everything on the 9-Minute Phill-Up. And you're probably wondering where I was. But like I said, I had to get an impromptu survey. And the answers that we had for National Fry Day, National French Fry Day, all over the board. So we have that to talk about. It's also National Pool Day. Some of the other things going on today. 7-Eleven Day, Mojito Day. I know a lot of people like mojitos. Collector Car Appreciation Day, All-American Photo Day. So if you have an All-American pet in your life, take a picture. This one's a good one. I love a good blueberry muffin. Blueberry Muffin Day, National Rainier Cherry Day. And then we have some other events coming up we'll talk about in just a second. But today is National French Fry Day. So I want everybody to put on their thinking caps and literally figure out, what you want to do. Where you want to go with if you had to get fries, where would you go to get fries? So, all right. So we're going to talk about that in a bit. But first, we're going to talk about Valley Converting.
Every piece of paper has a story. What if that story didn't end when you were done with it?
At Valley Converting, we turn your old paper products into recycled paperboard, continuing the story.
Locally owned and operated in Toronto, Ohio, bringing your paper to Valley Converting isn't just about recycling.
It's about supporting a cleaner, greener future for all of us.
We are here 5 days a week to help you make some green by going green.
And remember,
recycle for your future.
All right, everybody, welcome back. I'm just writing down some of the names that we have for some of our, like I said, impromptu survey on best French fries around, and we're gonna see. We get a couple comments coming in. Ralph, Hillsboro beer battered fries, the Hillsboro in Mingo Junction, Ohio, and that is a good call. That is an outstanding call. I've had those fries. They are simply sensational. So Ralph checking in with the Hillsboro beer battered fries. Absolutely outstanding. Another local venue that has great fries, Yorgos in downtown Steubenville. They make some great fries. It's like takes the whole potato, boom, and you got a mountain of fries, but they're always really, really good. So Ralph with Hillsboro, great call. Yorgos, a good call. With beer cheese, excellent choice. Now the other ones that we had, you had one, your standard McDonald's. To be honest, if you're looking for consistency over a long time, Mickey D's is hard. It's hard to beat. It's hard to beat. You can, and now you have all the sauces for the nuggets and stuff. You can dip the fries in the different sauces. You've got the ketchup. You go plain. McDonald's fries, you can just do plain. If they're piping hot, just done, those are some of the best fries you're going to get. Chicken Pete's, it's a place out in Philly. I guess there's a place at Kennywood. PNC Park may have one, so you want to check those out. Chick-fil-A was another answer we received. Rochester Inn in Western PA. Let's see. So they're Rochester Inn. That's a big one. Potato Patch. Janie Baker had this one. Potato Patch at Kennywood Park. It's tough to argue with that. And KFC, because we have our man Zach here that we call the Colonel. He went KFC. So those are a few of the places. Where's your favorite place? Ralph is all over the board. Pondy's in Lisbon are fire. That sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty good. Now I know Ralph knows about the hamburgers at Abdallah's. I think the fries are usually pretty good at Abdallah's as well in Stratton. But where else are we looking? Where else are we looking for fries today? And what do you like on your fries? So it's a big question. It's a hard one to answer. Do you like homemade fries? Do you like, maybe make them at home, get a little fryer, make them up, or do you like fries at home where you slice them up and then you bake them. You put the salt and everything on them, but bake them. That's not a bad way to go either. I don't know. Is that a French fry? Now, the thing that I learned this morning The French fry, not really French. According to historians, United States or American soldiers in World War I were served French fries for the first time. And the reason they call them French fries was the fact that the Belgian army, because they were in Belgium, when they received them, the Belgian army spoke French. So they called them French fries because that was where they were. They called them the French fry, but they're actually from Belgium. So one of those tidbits. Now, a couple other tidbits we need to cover. Speaking of people born on this day, John Quincy Adams, 6th president, United States. There's a lot of stuff went on July 11th, apparently. He was born 1767, lived to 1848, 6th president of the United States, John Quincy Adams. Richie Sambora, the musician in Bon Jovi, born in 1955. He is still with us. 1798, the Marine Corps established. Happy birthday to the Marine Corps. 1804. I'm kind of bouncing around with my years. I don't know how Richie Sambora got in the first three when he's 1959. Or maybe it was an open spot in the page. I just wrote it in there. Favorite Bon Jovi song? Anybody out there want to tackle that one? Bon Jovi musician involved. Marine Corps. If we have anybody that served in the Marines, thank you very much. Anybody in the armed forces, but specifically today with the 1798 establishment of the Marine Corps, to everybody in the Marine Corps, thank you, thank you, thank you. 1804. I think there was a Broadway show named after the one guy involved in this. Alexander Hamilton. In 1804, Vice President Aaron Burr mortally wounds former Secretary of Treasury Alexander Hamilton. Later to go on to Broadway fame. No fortune for him. Other people made a lot of money, but Hamilton. Did anybody see it? I've never even seen the whole movie. I don't know if I should be proud to admit that or sad to admit that, but maybe my life would be a little bit better if I watched Hamilton the musical. Maybe I'll do that when I have a chance. Two historic, iconic figures in their chosen professions. 1914, one of the greatest baseball players of all time. Some may argue still the greatest. Shohei Ohtani's trying to, maybe knock him off that perch. Barry Bonds, some people think better as well. But the fact that he could pitch and he could hit, and then he just focused on hitting. But his first part of his career in Boston, Babe Ruth in 1914 makes his major league debut, and then would go on to an epic Hall of Fame career, and just simply known as the Babe. I mean, there's a lot of nicknames for Babe Ruth, but one of the all-time greats, arguably the greatest player of all time, especially when you combine the pitching and the hitting. Shohei Ohtani with the ability to pitch and hit, he could give him a run for his money. All right, 1960, Harper Lee, the author, To Kill a Mockingbird. First publication of To Kill a Mockingbird. Some people, it's one of the great books of all time. So those are a few of the things going on. But back to the French Fry Day. I think we had some good answers impromptu. It kept me off the air at the very beginning of the 9-minute Phill-Up, so I apologize for that. And if you're wondering, the clock's not running. Well, it's usually stopped at 9 anyways. We are about 12 minutes into this edition of the 9-minute Phill-Up. But again, McDonald's, Chicky and Pete's, Chick-fil-A, the Rochester Inn, Potato Patch, KFC, the Colonel. So just a few. I made a real quick run through the newsroom, and then Ralph checked in, and I'll tell you what, Hillsborough beer batter fries, outstanding, very, very good. And when you go with the beer cheese, pretty sensational. But then Ralph comes back, he follows up, he says, you know what? If that's not enough, I get this one for you. Pondy's in Lisbon, they're fire. And I mentioned one of my favorite places to go in the greater Steubenville area, Yorgos in downtown Steubenville. Outstanding Greek food, but then on top of that, outstanding fries. And I'll tell you what, if you want to have a meal, just get a baked potato from George down at Yorgos, and you are not going to go away hungry. You're going to look at this thing. It looks like a football split in half, and then it's just loaded with everything: broccoli and cheese, gyro meat, any vegetables, anything you want. It's absolutely sensational. Josh checks in. He says Theo Yanni's for the fries. Theo Yanni's. I have not had fries at Theo Yanni's. Now, I've had some other great meals at Theo Yanni's, but I haven't done the fries at Theo Yanni's. I'll have to try those next time I go over there. Theo Yanni's. It's not Theo Yanni's in Weirton. Outstanding establishment, great restaurant. A lot of people love Theo Yanni's, and tell you what, some good food. But I didn't know about the fries. I'll have to check those out. So that is a look at our fry segment. And again, like I said, you've got and the one that really jumped out, and I don't know if there's Kennywood fans out there and they didn't hear this one. I don't know if I said it. Potato Patch at Kennywood. Jamie Baker came up with that one, and everybody in the newsroom went, "Ooh." This is one of those ones that that goes back. That ties in a lot. Now I know McDonald's does. For me, when I remember growing up and we didn't have a McDonald's in our town, and then we got a McDonald's, and I think it was about probably 10, 11, and it was big deal. I mean, you got a McDonald's in your town, it's like, okay, this is a big deal. We got McDonald's. And I just remember those fries were so good, especially when they're just right in the bag right after they get cooked. So that's a classic. But some really good fries. But the Potato Patch, I think that's one of those ones too. Maybe you're 5, 6 years old, and if you've gone to Kennywood, hey, Mom, Dad, I'm hungry. Let's get some fries over at the Potato Patch. It's good stuff. All right, everybody. It's Friday. Kind of got off to a weird start because I wasn't sitting in the chair when we got started because I was trying to get that survey done for everybody. Oh, and Jordan went with Wendy's. Hold on, let me go and ask her again, see if she's changed her mind. She had some time to think. Hold on, I'll be right back. Jordan, you still going with Wendy's? Red Robin, okay. What's that? Bottomless fries. All right, we've got lots of support for this. Okay. All right, we've got Jordan changing her pick. She initially went with Wendy's. Which is solid. Really can't have it, not too bad. She changed it to Red Robin bottomless fries. And she immediately got a bunch of support in the newsroom. So there you go. Red Robin bottomless fries. So if you have a Red Robin near you, try them out. See, the Chick-fil-A, well, they've got and then the other thing is what kind of fries do you like? Do you like the homemade? Do you like the waffle fries, the regular fries, steak fries? SMC, homemade French fries are better. Absolutely. If you can cook up some of your own French fries, outstanding. Because it's not very expensive. You just need a potato, slice it up, and then get after it with some oil. Get it to the right heat. Good stuff. A little salt, maybe a little pepper if you want. Some people like to put cheese on the fries. Yeah. Good stuff. Jamie Baker is walking by the Digital Content Center. She was the hero of the newsroom. She picked Potato Patch fries from Kennywood. There she is. She's giving it the fist bump. All right, come on in, real quick. You knew you were getting dragged in here. That's why you came by and you were talking so loud. You're like, I want to go talk to Bill about French fries. All right. Oh, so I'm gonna say this as we get okay. Wait a minute. SMC just checked in again. SMC, what's up? All right. I just made homemade fries last night. Ooh, what'd you put on them? Well, yeah, that sounds good. Now, the thing I was going to say, when you mentioned Potato Patch fries at Kennywood, there was an audible oh in the newsroom. And I really do. I think when I was a kid, we didn't have McDonald's in our town until it was about 10 or 11.
Yeah.
You got those fries for the first time you went, and it's like, so I think a lot of it ties into childhood memories and stuff in terms of your favorite things. And you can have, you get really good fries, and you're like, oh, these are great. But there's nothing
really
better.
Terrible fries, though.
Oh yeah, and
worst.
when you're a kid, you could get through those tailor fries because you're just like, oh, it's fries. I can get through that. But now you're like, take them back. All right. Well, okay. What did he put on these fries last night? SMC says just salt right after they came out of the fryer. Nothing but McDonald's fries, super hot, right in the bag. Boom. That's some good stuff. But okay, Potato Patch. Tell me there's got to be some story about Potato Patch when you were a kid and you went, or
just used to go to Kennywood every year. You know what I mean? That's like it was right in the middle of the park.
Yep.
Perfectly placed.
Oh yeah.
You needed it. Not that when you was kids, like got to carb up for your big day on the move. And then they have that cheese.
Oh, that's right. I mentioned the cheese. Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
there are days where like that's all like
I don't care about the rides, Mom and Dad. I just want the cheese fries.
Yeah, like,
We paid $100 to get you in here. You're gonna go on a ride. No, I just want the
some of these
fries.
long runs I do, like I'm literally the whole time cheese fries. Ooh, how about tater tots?
Tater tots are good. Now you don't consider those fries though? They're
No,
tater tots.
no,
They're tots.
no,
They're tots.
If I'm looking at fries, I'm thinking like crinkle cut fries,
Yeah,
waffle
yeah.
fries.
Because there's
Fries.
you've got a bunch of different
Yeah,
varieties
tater
of
tots
it.
is like a different, variety.
Yep. Let's see. Ooh, we go chili fries from the hot dog shop in East Liverpool.
Ooh,
Abe
okay.
Froman, Sausage King
Okay.
from the Midwest,
Hey, man.
out of the Ferris Bueller movie.
Yeah.
Bueller. I love that movie. That's a great movie. Abe Froman. If there was one name I never expected to say today, it would have been Abe Froman, Sausage King. I am so simple.
I think we just hit that point of the week where like everything's going to be hilarious.
But I'll tell you what, the hot dog shop in East Liverpool,
Oh, you can never
they get after it a little bit. Oh, they could sponsor the Joey Chestnut Usain Bolt match race that we're gonna have.
Versus Jamie Baker hot dog race.
I did talk about that yesterday with who did I talk about? Who was I talking? Oh, my man Hunter over at Cinna, over at the gym.
Okay.
So he's put me through a workout. I was like, all right. So I was trying to distract myself, talking about something else. So we talked about he thinks Usain would win in a close race, but we threw this in, and we talked about it too. If you made it two hot dogs, we think Chestnut wins hands down.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
if
Tim and I got into like a pretty hot debate about this last week because I was like, no, you have to like think about the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, say he's got a 12-second start on Usain Bolt because he eats these hot dogs in 2.5 seconds.
And
I love this because I feel like people are like,
and then the thing is, I did think of this. He has to be within 30 yards of the finish when Bolt starts to run.
Yeah.
If he is any closer than that, if he's got 40 yards to go, no way.
That's what we said. The biggest X factor is going to be what type of like running machine Joey Chestnut is.
Can he run? Does he have the ability to run? But I really think we both came to the conclusion that if Joey Chestnut and Usain Bolt had to eat two hot dogs, bun and hot dog, and then run, we think Chestnut wins. It's still probably closer than you think, but
Tim and I also got it because Tim kept saying, well, you just have to eat the hot dog. You don't have to eat the bun. I was like,
oh no, you got to eat the bun.
The
contest, they eat the bun. That's the hard part.
So we had to prove that point first.
Oh, you had to show them. Now, here's the other thing: I would imagine it's got to be a Nathan's hot dog.
Yes.
I mean, if you're gonna have, you could do it on Coney Island right there.
Yeah, you can't be getting some.
How big a crowd would they have for that? I mean, that place is jumping on the 4th of July for the hot dog eating contest. You could do the hot dog.
Viewership numbers?
Oh, be through the roof. Yeah, absolutely.
Put it on NBC. Let's go.
You could do a Kentucky Derby weekend.
Yeah. You just lead into the Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, okay. That's about all the time we have for now. I had this wrapped up, and then I heard your voice, and I was like, we got to bring her in. And we got to bring in Abe Froman.
Hey,
Sausage King. There you go.
Sausage King.
There you go. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Remember the 2 rules, and I think we did that today. Have fun, and always try your best. Did I ever tell you what I went? Oh, she switched it. Oh, the Red Robin. Okay, because Wendy's. I couldn't remember. I think that's it. So it's Friday. We'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend, a happy and healthy weekend this weekend, everybody. Can't thank you enough for checking in and checking out Valley Converting's Bill's 9-Minute Phill-Up. We greatly appreciate it. We will see you next time. Thanks for checking in, everybody. Have a great weekend.